Hey guys, what is up? It's me, CroffStudios here, and I'm here with a LEGO Thoughts video, and I haven't really done one of these videos in a while. And a while ago I used to do these top 10 videos, and I haven't done them in a really long time. So I decided it's not really a top 10, but it is my least favorite sets from each theme in 2013. So every theme I had at least one least favorite set from, and this is basically a video explaining what my least favorite set from each theme of 2013 was. Basically all the main themes. I picked out some of the other themes that weren't really out then, I didn't really use. But most of the main ones I used, like Star Wars and all the main stuff, Ninjago. But I did use those ones in this video, and I picked my least favorites from most of those. So we're going to start off with Chima. So yeah, let's get straight on to that. Starting off our list is Chima, and this is a Speedor's model set. I didn't really include the other Speedor sets that were smaller. I really wanted to get the models mainly into this video, and this is definitely my least favorite model from Chima. Most of the other models were a lot more detailed and had many more playability features, but this set does not really have much to it, and for the price point, you're not really getting much except for really the Eagle Queen. But other than that, there's not really much to highlight in this set, and that's why I didn't like it very much. Up next is the Creator line, and this is the Super Racer, and this set is really weak in my opinion for a Creator set. The only really good thing about this set is maybe that big yellow piece on the front and the wheels, but other than that, this set is really dull and boring looking compared to other Creator sets that they have made in the past. Definitely a weak set, $15 for this set. Nothing really to highlight about it, so most of the Creator sets were good, but this is really my least favorite. Up next is Olivia's Newborn Fowl, and I really don't like this set very much. You can see there's not really much going on with it. A lot of pieces that we've already seen a ton of times in this set. Really, the only unique pieces are on top of the little feeder right there. But other than that, there's nothing really much to this. There is a wheelbarrow, but really, this set's just boring in my opinion compared to the other Friends sets, which you get a lot of unique pieces to. This just doesn't really fit with the other Friends sets, and it doesn't really have as many unique pieces. So that is why I don't like it very much. My least favorite set for Technic is the Monster Truck. Now, I really do like the suspension in this set of the wheels. That is definitely the main good thing about it. But overall, it doesn't even look like a monster truck. The wheels are way too low. I don't know what they were thinking on that. Obviously, they were trying to fit those those little pieces in there to make it so it has suspension, but it really took up too much space, and it doesn't even look like a monster truck very much. The cockpit's way too small, so that is why I don't like it. Up next is Bulk from the Hero Factory line, and this guy is just really plain. There's nothing going on with this guy whatsoever that makes him unique, except for maybe that really big shield piece, but other than that, there's really nothing going on with this guy. You get a nice drill, I guess, that we've seen before in sets, but there's really not too much. You get a couple new pieces, but there's nothing really to highlight about this, and it's definitely a lot weaker than the other Hero Factory sets, so that is why I do not like this set very much. Up next is the Fire Helicopter, and this is definitely my least favorite set from the City line of 2013. You can see right here, the box look good, the helicopter, I really don't like very much. The back of it is just using a huge brick to hold the back blade on, and that's really boxy and gross. It's just bad look for it. And overall, it doesn't really have too many pieces for how much you're actually paying. 225 pieces, $30, so not a very good value. Definitely one of my least favorite City sets. Up next is the little castle set right here. Obviously, there's not really many castle sets, but if I really had to pick my least favorite one, it would be the small one, obviously, because there's not really much to it. Obviously, it has a little crappy tree model, and there's not really much to say terrible about this set. It's not actually too bad of a set. It's just most of the castle sets were decent, but this one was probably my least favorite because it's small, and it doesn't really have much to it, so I kind of bailed out on this one, so that is basically it for this set. Up next is definitely a train wreck of a set, which is Garmet Ron. Now, this set is awful, in my opinion. You can see the big red tank treads right there. It doesn't really look like the movie very much. Or not the movie, the show. If you've seen the show, this doesn't really look like it, and it shoots a bullet out of its mouth, which doesn't really make sense. I mean, the set does come with a really cool general, but it just doesn't really have much to it. There's not really any good features that stand out other than the other Ninjago sets. Up next is Galaxy Squad, and this is another bailout type of thing because I really didn't like this set very much compared to the other Galaxy Squad sets. It's kind of weak. You can see it's just a little bug vehicle. I really like most of the Galaxy Squad sets, but obviously this is probably my least favorite one just because it is the smallest one and it doesn't have too much to it. So that is why I don't really like the set very much in my opinion. So yeah, let's go on to our next least favorite set. Up next is LEGO Minifigures Series 10, and this is my least favorite series that came out in the year of 2013. Only a couple series did come out, Series 11, 10, and 9, and I liked Series 9 and 11 a lot better than this one. This series was pretty good, but it wasn't amazing. Not too many minifigures stood out except for Mr. Gold, and I wasted so many hours trying to find that guy. But that is why I do not like this series as much as the other ones. Up next for Star Wars is the Jabba's Sail Barge, and this set is really weak in my opinion. You can see the really terrible looking front of the vehicle, really looking jagged, and the piece count for the set is not very good. I think it is $120 to get this set, and the only reason people are going to get this set is for the musician, the little blue elephant guy. I forgot what his name was, but really this set doesn't really have too much to it that I would really get the set for, and it's not that great. Up next is possibly my least favorite set ever from DC or any theme, the Bat vs. Bane Tumbler Chase. I'm not really going to explain much to this. I've already explained that in my rant review that everybody hated. This set is just weak, terrible price point, not the best minifigs. They could have made Bane a lot better. I mean, the tumbler is just minuscule, it's terrible, and the Bat is even worse. It's awful, so really bad set. Up next is the Mandarin Battle from Marvel Superheroes, and this set is just, I don't even know what this set was even supposed to be. The only draw to this set was the Heartbreaker and a cheap way to get Mandarin, but this, I don't even know what this set's even supposed to be. It was not from the movie at all, in any way, shape, or form, so that is one reason why I hated the set, and it's just a terrible set. I don't know why this little car type of thing was even included as a Marvel set. Terrible set. And then up next is Lord of the Rings, and I've really had to pick a least favorite set. It'd probably be this one since it is the smallest one. I don't really like this set very much. I mean, obviously it's a really cheap way to get Saruman and Gandalf. Very nice there, and most of the set is pretty good in my opinion. Not actually a bad set. It's just most of the Lord of the Rings sets are amazing, and this is probably my least favorite one, even though it is an amazing set. So really, I really do like this set, but it's probably my least favorite. Up next is the Hobbit, and this set, again, was also an amazing set, but it is the smallest of all the other sets, and all the other sets were pretty much better since they were bigger and had a lot more features to them, so this is the only reason that it is my least favorite. Same thing with the last one, with the little Gandalf and Saruman set. Same reason, they're the smallest set, so not really too much was wrong with the set. This was actually a really good set in my opinion, so let's go on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Up next is Shredder's Dragon Bike. I know this was from the TV show, but it's not that great of a set in my opinion. You can see the motorbike is really weak and doesn't really do too much. I mean, the front of it looks really crappy and just doesn't really have that overall of a good look, and the little vehicle that you get with it is just really stupid looking. But you do get Shredder in the set, which is a good draw, so it's not a terrible set besides the minifigs. So let's go on to the next set. Up next is the little Tonto TP set, and I like the Lone Ranger little cavalry set a lot better than this set due to not very many pieces, not really too much to it, and the little set before this with the cavalry in it has a lot more to it, like the awesome minifigs. Minifigs in that set are a way bigger draw, and this set is just kind of weak. I don't really like it too much. It has that really big TP piece, which isn't amazing. So yeah, we're gonna move on to architecture, which is our last set. And last up, this model, I think it may be my least favorite set of 2013 because it is a ridiculously terrible set. Look at this thing. It's literally cylinder pieces just stacked up besides the plates at the bottom. It's really sad in my opinion. I do not like this set very much. Definitely a terrible set. Definitely a nominee for one of the worst sets of 2013 in my opinion. Awful looking. I mean, it looks like the building, but it's just stupid. Alright guys, so that basically it for this video. I mean, this is basically my video showing my least favorite set from each theme of 2013, and I show some of the models and some of their weaknesses. Most of them aren't really that bad of sets. It's just the price point or the minifigs or how some of the models are. I just kind of didn't like most of the models with these sets. So that is basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.